Predators and prey are in a constant battle for survival, and sometimes predators compete with other predators. Sharks are superior hunters of the deep. Humans value the same prey the sharks depend on. This competition can have serious effects on the survival of sharks and other fish. All organisms in an ecosystem engage in constant interaction, and competition for scarce resources is often greatest between organisms that get their food in similar ways. Trees push their branches high into the crown of the forest cover to reach the sunlight essential for photosynthesis. At the same time, they send their roots deep into the ground to get water and minerals. Those trees that cannot get enough of these essentials will die. Similarly, sharks in the ocean compete for food with other sharks and fish-eating species like whales, octopus, and even humans. In an ecosystem with scarce resources, the more efficient or stronger species will survive. Coyotes will drive out or eliminate foxes when they compete for the same resources. And wolves will drive out coyotes. This process is competitive exclusion. Predation describes the relationship between consumers and the organisms they eat. The most obvious example is carnivores killing and eating their prey. But herbivores eating plants engage in another form of predation. A cyclical relationship often exists between predators and prey. When the number of animals in a prey population increases, the number of predators usually increases as well. And when the prey population decreases, so does the number of predators. When drought in the African savanna reduces the population of grasses and herbivores, the number of leopards decreases because they can't find enough food to survive. When the relationship between predator and prey changes, serious problems may arise. When cougars were eliminated in the American Southwest because they killed domestic animals, the deer population rapidly grew. In time, overgrazing by the deer brought about soil erosion, and the lack of food led to their starvation. Cougars have been reintroduced since, and the deer population has been reduced. Some organisms have developed fascinating ways to avoid being prey. Cacti and thistles have spikes and thorns. Porcupines have quills. Turtles have shells. And rhinos have a tough armor-like layer of skin. Camouflage is another tactic. Some insects mimic their surroundings so well, they seem to disappear. A chameleon skin color changes, allowing it to blend into the surrounding leaves and trees. In many ecosystems, when one species relies on another for survival, but the second species is not affected, this is called commensalism. Barnacles attach themselves to whales. This gives the barnacles protection and lets them reach new sources of food. However, the barnacles do not help or harm the whale. Two species benefiting from a close relationship is mutualism. The oxpecker perches on the Cape buffalo to eat the insects it attracts. Bees and hummingbirds feeding on the nectar from plants also help pollinate other plants. An organism living off of and harming another is parasitism. Many fungi and bacteria are parasites. Fleas thrive on the blood of animals, and roundworms can live in the human digestive tract. Interdependence between species can be beneficial, neutral, or deadly. No matter the outcome, it is unavoidable. Did you know? All organisms in an ecosystem affect other organisms, and this includes humans. Puppies are great pets, but they can carry roundworms that spread to people. Roundworms usually infect the intestinal tract and occasionally block it. An adult roundworm can grow more than 1 foot long.